Well, your focus or challenge, we've got the Strength card. So, some of you may be recuperating from an illness. You may have been under the weather in September, moving into October, or you may come down with something in October. For many of you, this just has to do with burning the candle at both ends, given the rune that's here. It's like you haven't been taking care of yourself, maybe haven't been paying attention to stress levels, haven't been paying attention when your body was sending you signals. Maybe you haven't been getting enough sleep. There may have been a lot going on during September, during all those eclipses. The energy may have been pretty chaotic, so maybe you've been putting out fires, and just, it may be catching up with some of you in October. Now, for some of you, you could be dealing with a Leo person who is proving to be a challenge. Someone born under the sign of Leo, because I always say that this is the card of the major arcana card for Leo, and it also, of course, has a lion on it. So I always think of that energy being, a challenge when it's in this position. So yeah, it could have to do with regaining your strength, regaining your power. Your focus could, if it's not a health issue, or if it's not just kind of physicality issues in October, it could just be that you are having to tame someone who is a bit wild, or tame some energies that are a bit wild. You may be having to charm or kind of seduce someone that is not easily charmed or seduced. In order to get your way, Virgo, or in order to get something that you want. You may be having to deal with somebody that you don't particularly want to deal with, and you have to kind of manipulate or maneuver the situation a little bit to get something you want or need. Now, here, let's get some more information on this situation. You've got the Eight of Ghosts in reverse. So this is the suit in this deck. It's ghosts, but in Rider decks, this is the suit associated with cups. So Eight of Cups or Eight of Ghosts in reverse. This indicates wanting to leave a situation behind, but not being quite able to yet. So, and this is the present. So this is the kind of maybe the energy around as you move into October for most of you at the beginning of October. It's like you're almost maybe there, but you really want to put something behind you so you can get on with your life. But unexpectedly with Hagalaz here, there may be something that kind of pops out of nowhere, something that's been hidden or a secret or something that comes out that kind of pulls you back into that energy. And, or an unexpected outburst or an unexpected reveal from this Leo person or someone who you just keep maybe going round and round with. And it's like you just get away, and kind of like a cat, since we got a lion here, they'll let a mouse get away, but then they, play with it. They grab it back. Somebody may be treating you like that, Virgo. It's like, I'll let you get away just enough to where you feel like you're really going to do it this time, and then I'm going to yank you, yank your chain, yank you back. So somebody may try this, and, you may feel like, oh my gosh, it's kind of, I think it was The Godfather. Just when I get out, they keep pulling me back in, when I almost get away. So there's an energy or an element of that. But again, people can only affect us as much as we let them, Virgo. And sometimes it can be very difficult not to let them and sort of give your power away. And because we get upset, emotions take over at times, or, what we're feeling or what we're feeling and what our head is telling us can be two very different things. And we know we logically should behave in one way, but our emotions or our heart are pulling us in the opposite direction. So, I feel like October is a month of getting your bearings. Again, some of you may just need to kind of recuperate, and no matter what this situation is, you may need to withdraw from it. That may be the best course of action. The help that's going to be available to you, we've got 9 of Bats in reverse. So this is the Swords suit in the Rider. Those of you that are familiar with like the Rider-based tarot decks. So Nine of Swords in the upright is the Insomnia card. Worries keeping you up at night. In the reverse, it's sleeping like a baby. You no longer have those worries. So there is an element here in October, whatever you start out, whatever this chaotic energy is, whatever this is that is kind of plaguing you, you're going to get to a point in October where you're no longer worried about it. So it's going to be resolved, and it could, even if it's an illness, I do think it's going to be like a short-lived thing. If it is something that you're concerned about health-wise, it seems like you will get information, go get a checkup, or get some tests run that kind of set your mind at ease. Like it's not, if you're thinking it's something bad, and I really think it's minor, it's just your kind of exhaustion or stress catching up with you here, Virgos. If you're watching this on September side, just get your rest now, and maybe you can avoid this altogether, right? Forewarned is forearmed. But yeah, I think that you will have some time to catch up on some sleep, Virgo. Some of you are sending the kids. Maybe the kids are going to stay with your ex or with the co-parent in the situation, or maybe they're going to stay with grandma and grandpa. If you have children, you may be getting a break so that you can just relax, catch up on some rest. Or maybe a friend is kind of taking the kids. Maybe they're taking them out to do Halloween stuff, and you're going to stay home and just, chillax a little bit. And that's going to give you, that's my prescription, Virgo, for many of you in October. Just get some rest. And I'm really not seeing a trip. Some of you may be going on vacation, but I'm not really seeing travel. I'm seeing more of like a staycation, or just, even if it's just the weekend, chilling at your house. Some of you maybe have, I don't know if it's feng shui, and this is probably going to be a message for maybe one person out there, but it's almost like you're trying a new sleep pattern. Like maybe you were having trouble sleeping, but now you're drinking some like sleepy time tea or chamomile tea or something right before bed. Something that relaxes you. You're trying something to kind of turn off the brain, so that you can relax more and feel rested the next day. Or maybe you feng shuied your bedroom, or maybe you normally sleep in complete quiet, and you've been having trouble falling asleep, but now you turn on a fan, or you maybe leave the TV on low, and now you're sleeping like a baby. There's something where you're changing up your rest. You're changing that up. Changing up your sleep pattern, changing up the room you sleep in. So yeah, rest, recuperation is the name of the game in October. And I am seeing a lot of you spending time with family, with friends, those that you are closest with, and feeling just really supported and protected and taken care of. Maybe somebody's coming in and checking on you. If you are kind of under the weather, they're coming in, they're bringing you soup, or maybe you've got somebody staying at your house and they're kind of checking in on you and helping, taking care of you. And I think that you are, that's not going to be the whole month. It's not like you're going to be sleeping all of October, Virgo. I am seeing you spending time with family and friends. And I think you're going to be meeting some new people, or at least one new influence coming in October. It could be through a family member or a close friend that you meet, a new friend. You're introduced to someone new. And for some of you, this could be those of you that are single, this could be a new potential romantic connection. And I feel like you will meet this person at the home of a friend of yours, or maybe you're hosting a party and they come to your house, because there's a real accentuation on home, family, your property, your house, or a close friend or family's home. So yeah, if you're invited to someone's house for a Halloween party or a get together, and this would be people really close to you. It's like your group, your tribe. Here's the thing. You may be tempted to sleep. Instead, go. Definitely go, because I think, you're going to meet either a new really good friend, or for those of you that are looking, there's going to be victory on the partnership front, because what must be accepted about October is the Six of Imps. So this is Six of Wands in the traditional decks. So this is victory, finally achieving something, recognition, winning something. Somebody's going to win a costume contest, and you may be going with your significant other, your partner, Virgo, as a couple, like your costumes go together. Maybe you're a famous couple or something like that, and you win the costume contest. But for some of you, it's just winning in the sense that you meet someone new, because Gifu is on the table, and that is the rune of partnership, marriage, and then you also have Munyo next to this, the rune of joy and happiness, and Soalu, which is the rune of the sun, next to this. So feeling very positive. You're going to have a really good time at any event, get-together, party that you go to in October, Virgo. So accept all invitations. You're going to have to fight your tendency, because the Hermit's on the table. So some of you aren't going to listen to me. They're telling me right now. Some of you are not going to listen to me. You're going to be at work, and maybe the get-together's on a Friday night, or maybe it's on Halloween night, which I think falls on a weekday. So somebody may be hosting a get-together or doing something on a weeknight, and you're just like, oh, I'm just going to go home, and you're not going to meet this person. Don't do that to yourself, Virgo. You've earned this. You deserve it. This is someone that you want to meet, but even if you're going with a partner, I mean, those of you that are not single, it seems like you may be going to an event, to some sort of get together, to a party, maybe celebrating someone else's victory or achievement. And you're just going to have a really fantastic time as a couple together. I mean, you may be in a group of people, but it's like you're alone together in the room, if that makes sense. It's like it's just the two of you. It's kind of like that whole world stands still kind of thing. So yeah, I'm seeing you really having a great time, enjoying yourself. If this is someone new that you're meeting, you have a lot in common. You have had a lot of the same similar like backgrounds or goals, maybe both. And you're really going to leave whatever this event is, feeling positive. And I think you're going to feel very positive at the end of October. But yeah, you do also have the Hermit card here, which can indicate that you, are craving some alone time, spending some alone time. So, and that's fine. We do see that here. You getting some rest, you taking some time to recuperate. Just make sure it's not that you're not doing that instead of going somewhere, because I feel like if you're invited out, it's important that you be there. It's important that you go to a get together. Even if you're not really feeling it, if you plan on it and say you're going and the night comes around, make yourself go. Drink some coffee, do some shots, do whatever you need to do to get in the mood to do this. And because I feel like there is someone very important that you're supposed to meet here. Now, for some of you, the Hermit can also mean that this is, you seeking enlightenment. This can sometimes be someone who is like a teacher, or so for some of you, this could be someone that you're meeting coming in that is a very spiritually minded individual. They have a lot of wisdom, especially in spiritual things and just life experience. And they may be really helping you deal with these chaotic energies, or this person that we were talking about at the beginning, if this is not like a health thing. Those of you that you're dealing with someone who's difficult, that you're trying to get away, but they keep dragging you back into it. This may be somebody who has some really excellent advice that they give you about how to get over something from the past, how to leave behind a relationship where you've done everything you're supposed to do with that person, or you've done all you can do with that person, or for that person. Some of you may be talking to someone about, a divorce, a separation, an ending that you've gone through, particularly a relationship ending. But this is somebody who's like a sage, this is kind of like the Merlin of the deck, the Hermit card. And this person's going to have some really excellent advice for you. Now, for some of you, this could be this new person that you're meeting that you really kind of hit it off with. So it could be like they give you really good advice, but they're also a partner for you, or a potential partner, or somebody that you're interested in dating. They may be one and the same person. And maybe another Virgo for some of you. Virgo sun or Virgo rising. They may have Virgo prevalent in their chart because the Hermit is the Virgo card. So, and don't shy away from that. They did a study at some point that I read many, many years ago. And people of the same sign, the same sun sign, marry statistically more often than any other combination. Because you just, who's going to understand you better than someone else who's your same sun sign? So that can work out and work out very well. And more often than not, they marry more often and they stay together. That was the main thing of the study, I think. I'm sorry. You'll have to Google it. Then you can get the full details. But it's like people who married the same sun sign divorce far less or separate far less than other signs. Maybe that was it. But either way, this is somebody who's really going to kind of offer you some kind of wisdom or advice, or just the fact that they're coming in, that you're meeting this person and you're starting to date and they have you feeling really positive and excited about the future, that helps you move on from this situation. Whatever this emotional tug, whoever's got you on this emotional kind of leash and keeps kind of tugging you back into their mess or their drama, this person's going to help you break free from that. And so I think it's really kind of a chill month, October. I'm seeing definitely at least one event, but I feel like for the most part, they want you to rest. Maybe it's like rest up because you got to go to this party, or, definitely get your rest early on in October because it's time to be social because you got somebody you got to meet, Virgo. So I am very happy to give my Virgos an overall positive reading for the first time, and I really don't know how long. Because you've been through it. You've been through a tough time, Virgo, and that's been evident in your readings every month for the last, really most of this year. So this second part of the year, it's almost like a complete energy switch. There's still this stuff hanging around, but it's like, you haven't cut that cord yet. You're trying. You're tugging at that leash. You're trying to get away from this. You want it gone. You want to leave it behind. And that's going to be, if you're not feeling that way, Virgo, I think you will by the end of October. It's like they're sending you someone to help you come to that conclusion or help you leave that behind and move forward.